Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Ara here and welcome to a special video. Well, first of all, before we go into the video, welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not new. And I'm noticing that the camera is not too straight. I hope it works. Alright you guys, so today's gonna be a very special video because today we're gonna be taking care of the bonus that I received from the government by the end of the year. Yay! So I already talked about this bonus in one of my previous videos, but in case you didn't see it and in case you missed it, then I'm gonna explain. So essentially, here where I live, if you are under a specific limit, minimum wage, then by the end of the year, the government will give you a bonus to help you out a little bit with money. And I did receive it, and it was kind of a good one. So I received 1,470 euros. You guys, wow. That's a lot of money. So I have it all here, and as you can see, it's all in prop money, so it's not going to be too fun to count, but we're going to count it and make sure that this is 1,470. And I did think about it a lot, like think about what I wanted to do with this money, especially because I received it while I was away. I've just come back, actually, by the time you're watching this video, which should be in 2 days, I think. I've just come home, like I arrived yesterday, and I'm here. I was in Prague for the holidays. Oh my god, you guys, it was magical, but let's not go there right now. I'm gonna talk about it maybe later in the next video, I don't know. But yeah, it was amazing. So I did receive the money while I was in Prague, and I was thinking about, you know, what I wanted to do with this money, and at the end of the day, I did reach a conclusion, which is probably not going to be too exciting for you to watch in a video, but I feel like that's the best thing to do, you know, the most mature thing to do. So let's count and see what we have. So we should have 1,470. So we have 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 450, 70. Yes, so 1,470. And I also have this money right here, which actually I can't really reach because right now I'm using the tripod. I haven't used this tripod in ages, but I needed to use it today because I'm using my other camera to record, like my little camera, so I can't really reach this way because it's in the way. I hope to be able to go back to using my phone really soon. Anyway, so this one is the money that I got with the Save with Judy challenge that I originally put in my savings, but because I am putting some of this money, actually most of this money, spoiler, to my savings, then I decided that I was gonna move this money right here and use it however I want, because I never really allow myself to use the money that I save. Well, I do, but whatever. So I'm just gonna use it anyway. So we have 51, 52, 53, so 300 more to this, which means that in total in here we have 1,770, which is, wow, a lot of money. Anyway, so let's go in immediately and let's start with what we need to do. Let's go to my fixed expenses, because some of this money is gonna go in here because, like I've said before, I was behind with my psychologist, my therapy envelope, and I was trying my best to get ahead of the game. Oh, and by the way, I did try my Cricut. Do you like it? I mean, I only tried with this one because I didn't have enough of this material right here, but I really like the way it's coming out. So I think I'm gonna use this font for all of my envelopes. Anyway, so this one is going. So to this one I'm gonna add 150, which is gonna pay me for the meetings with her that I had in the month of December, I think. Yeah, should be, because that one was for November, because of the note that I'm using. That money right there should have been for December, but because I was behind, like I was telling you, in reality I used that money for November, so now I have to use this money for December, and I should be back on track, because now it means that with the payment of January that I'm gonna get from work, I'm gonna be able to pay the January sessions. I did have 3 meetings with her in December, so it means that I owe 150, and I plan on going down to 2 meetings a month, 3 a maximum, because yeah, 4 is just too much and I'm spending way too much money with therapy. So yeah, anyway, so we did do that. Let me cross it out on my paper right here, because otherwise I'm gonna get confused. Okay, so this is done. Now let's see, because I don't have the right change, so I'm gonna have to make some change here. And since I have this prop money right to the side, I'm gonna use it to exchange 100 with 250s. So 100 is going and 250s are coming, because the next one that we have to pay is actually one that I never really pay for. So you've never really seen me save for this, because I never really do that. But this time I'm gonna allocate 50 towards my grandmother. So I'm gonna give her 50 euros, because like every month my mother gives 50 euros to my grandma to help her out with payments, because my grandmother has a child. I mean, not a child, like she's my aunt. She's in her 60s right now, so she's kind of oldish. No, she's not, but you get what I mean. Like she's well into her 60s, and this aunt of mine, she is sick. Like she's always had like a disability, because she had a meningitis, I think that's how you say it in English, when she was a kid, and that left her disabled, if that's the word, her whole life. So my grandmother has always been the tutor, and she's always been taking care of her. And lately, you know, because she's older, my grandmother is 89, I think. Yeah, should be 89 maybe, or 88, something like that. So she's struggling now to take care of her, and we're trying to help by giving her money every month. And usually it's my mother that does that together with her brothers and sisters. This month I'm gonna give her some money too, so we are gonna give her 50. So 50 is going to be allocated towards that, but because I don't have an envelope, this money is just going to go back to the bank, and so it's going. All right, so that one is done. I told you that this video was not going to be too much fun, but let's move on to the next one. The next one that we're going to be taking care of is my savings. So here it is. Let's start with my... Ooh, this is too big. Wait a second. Okay, so I hope you can see, because I can't really... Yeah, you can see. Beautiful. Let's go to education, because some of this money is gonna go to that, because I was preparing for an exam, and I did put to the side 50 to buy a couple of books that I needed for that exam. But I decided that I'm gonna try and have another exam in January. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have both of them, because yeah, those are kind of heavy exams, but I want to try and be as quick as I can, and you know, finish my studies as soon as I can. So I want to try and take another exam, so I'm gonna have to buy the books for those as well. So I'm gonna allocate 50 in here so that I can pay for those. I also did pay for the next... can't think of the word again, so I'm gonna put the the thing here on the screen. So this one did go down. Last time we met, this one was at 2044. Right now is at 1544. So let's count. With the 50, it should be 1594. Let's see. So we have 1550, 70, 95. Okay, yeah, I did round up. Beautiful. So 50 is going to that. And now let's see what we have left in here. I hope I did everything correctly. Let's count. So in total, as of now, we have 220. No, I do... Oh yeah, okay. So we need to exchange another 100. I'm so sorry. Oof, this is not going as planned. Okay, so let's change another 100 for 250s. And now let's count what we have. Let's see. Now we have 1150, 220. Okay, so of all of this money that is left, I'm gonna put 1,150, and you're gonna see why this weird number, into my savings. Originally I had this money into my savings because I wanted to rebuild them, but I thought, you know, since I have this money, I can take it as an advantage, you know, and use it to get ahead of the game and build my savings again, because I did use all of my savings essentially. So my goal for 2026 is to be as careful as I possibly can not to use my savings. So I want to use this bonus that I received to rebuild them from scratch, and so all that I can is gonna go into here, and I can afford to put 1,150. So 1,150 is going into here, and yeah, so that's it. What is left now is the money that I got from Save with Judy, and that's 70 in prop money that you see right here. So that 70 is gonna go to this one. Actually, all of this is gonna go to this one, but I'm gonna explain. So why didn't I use this 70 to go into my savings? Because I spent it. So like I've said before, I was in Prague for the holidays, and it was a beautiful, beautiful holiday. I loved every single second of it. Prague is just breathtaking, you guys, like absolutely stunning. Here in this picture you can see this one, which is a theater. This one is the Ponte Carlo, which is Bridge Charles, I think you call it in English, and it was probably my favorite part. Like, this was absolutely amazing. I don't know, Prague just stole my heart. It was cold, you guys. It was cold as hell. Like, I left from here, like, I'm in Italy, so as you can imagine, even winter is not that cold. Like, right now, there's, let's see how much, 80 degrees, 8 degrees. So as you can imagine, it's not that cold. I'm talking about Celsius, so not Fahrenheit. I don't know the conversion, but yeah, 8 degrees is actually not that cold considering that it's the end of December. And I went to here with -7, -8 every single day, so I just wasn't used to this type of cold, and oh, it was freezing. I left with one pair of gloves, one pair of hat, one hat, and I came back home with 2 pair of gloves for each hand and 2 hats in my head, on my head, like at the same time. 2 hats. Like, it's crazy, and I was still freezing. So it was cold, but it was so magical, amazing, like with all the markets, all the lights, and I don't know, it's so enchanting. I just loved it, loved it. I do want to go back for sure, because there was still a lot that I couldn't do, that I wanted to do, so I need to go back. But I did get too excited, and I did spend all of the money that I had. So this was empty. I did have some money in activities. I had 210. It went, it's just gone. Accommodation, of course, I paid for it, so this is gone too. I did go slightly overboard by 70 actually, so I decided to use this 70 to help me pay for the remaining expenses that I had, and so 70 is going back to the bank to repay me for Prague. So now let's talk about this money that is left. Prague, of course, is gone, but it's gonna come back for sure. So now let's see, my next destination. Well, we have nothing for certain, but we went back to talking about Vienna. Originally we wanted to go to Vienna for the holidays, but we ended up changing our mind and going to Prague. So for now I'm gonna put Prague at the back. I have a couple of new destinations that I would like to go to in 2026, so I'll try not to show them all to you. I already spoiled the Dublin, but whatever. So we're back talking about Vietnam. So we want to try and go there. And because I have zero, like for the first time in a long time, I don't have anything towards traveling. I decided that I'm gonna use this money to go to there, but not all of it. I'm just gonna put 100, 250 to start me out on traveling again, because guys, I'm sorry, but this is just what I love doing. I love traveling, I love visiting new places, so I want to have some money to traveling at all times. So judge me if you want, but yeah, I'm gonna use this money for this one. So I'm gonna put it in flight just because I don't know still. Actually, with my cousin, who is the one I went to Prague with, we were thinking of going with our mothers next, so organize like a trip, us, her child, because she has a child, she has a daughter, and our mothers all together, like all female. So we're gonna have to pay for the flights for them as well. So I'm gonna put slightly more into here just in case, but as of now the flights are still not too expensive, but I'd rather have more now than, you know, be without money later when I need it. So that is it for traveling. It's replenished. I do have some money again in here, which makes me happy. Let me check that I'm in frame. Yes, I am. So I'm happy about it. So what about the last 50 that I have in here? This last 50, I decided that I'm gonna give it to myself and I'm gonna use it. Sorry, I got interrupted, of course. So like I was saying, this 50, I decided to use it towards Monday Minis, just to give myself a little boost, because I was actually without money for for this week, which is the day I'm recording, because the day I'm recording is a Monday. I didn't have any money for today, so I'm sorry, there's a helicopter flying over my house because we have a helicopter station near my house. So anyway, so this 50 is gonna go to that, so that I can play with Monday Minis even this week, because I didn't have anything for this week, so yay. All right, so I'm gonna put that to the side, and that is it, you guys. This is my bonus, all allocated. I'm happy, I'm glad, and I am grateful that I was able to receive this money in time for Christmas. I'm just sad that I had to use some of it during the trip. But that's okay, that's okay. At least I could cover for all the overspending that I did. Alright, you guys, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing to the channel. And if you decide to stick around, then I'll see you in the next one. Bye.